Here, come on. Do you want to come on up? Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today, along with Representative Amo, to honor Rhode Island State Senator Frank Lombardo III, a devoted public servant who passed away this month following his battle with cancer. Starting with his election to the state Senate in 2010, Senator Lombardo was a champion in that body for the working people of Johnston. A successful small business owner with his own HVAC company, Lombardo & Sons, Senator Lombardo was a fierce advocate for the small businesses across our state that are the backbone of our economy. And the values that guided his work were rooted in the town of Johnston. He championed legislation to improve public health by guaranteeing insurance coverage for pain treatments, worked to expand programming to combat climate change, and increase transparency in Rhode Island's state tax credit programs. Senator Lombardo was also deeply involved in the community, particularly in the Boy Scouts of America. He was an Eagle Scout with Troop 4 in Greenville and was also a camp counselor for 2 years at Yagug Boy Scout Camp. He was a passionate and hardworking public servant who will be deeply missed by all who knew him. I join Frank's friends, family, and the entire state of Rhode Island in mourning this loss. I now yield to my colleague from Rhode Island, Mr. Amo.
Thank you, Representative Magaziner. I'd like to associate myself with the colleagues made by the comments made by my colleague to honor the life and legacy of Senator Frank Lombardo. His compassion, empathy, and purpose serving Rhode Islanders will be dearly missed. I rise to recognize the pain that our community is going through on Senator Lombardo's passing, but another issue with the Shiloh Gospel Temple community. Our families and all our families should be able to gather and worship free from the fear of harm. Our community in North Providence was attacked on February 11th. That someone would set this community ablaze in a hate-fueled act shakes me to my core. I stand with Pastor Eric Perry and his congregation during this difficult time. The fact that this incident, this fire at the church, happened at all is despicable. That it happened during Black History Month is abhorrent. This allegedly racist attack has shaken our community. I'm glad a suspect has been identified, and I hope that justice will be vigorously pursued. Thank you, and I yield back to Representative Magaziner.
Thank you, Representative Amo. We stand united with the Shiloh Gospel Temple congregation and Rhode Island's Black community in the face of this heinous attack. Churches are more than just places of worship. They are a place of refuge, of community. They are safe spaces, sacred spaces. And no one should fear going to their place of worship, or anywhere for that matter, in particular because of their race. And let me be clear, this attack on Rhode Island's Black community is an attack on all of us, an attack on the principles and values that we believe in as Rhode Islanders. I'm thankful that a suspect was apprehended quickly and charged, but we must recognize that this is part of a larger trend, an alarming rise of white supremacist violence across the nation. We have seen too many racially motivated attacks across the country in recent years, from Buffalo to Jacksonville to Charleston. As ranking member of the Homeland Security Subcommittee on Counterterrorism, I am committed to working with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to do everything we can to root out domestic violent extremism in Rhode Island and across the country. Our hearts are with Pastor Perry and the entire Shiloh Gospel Temple congregation. There is no place for hate in Rhode Island or anywhere. Thank you, and I yield back the remainder of my time.